So I'm excited about this renovation because Moffitt, it needs a lot of work, and I think from having a 24-hour space when students' lives are crazy with classes and meetings and you never know what hour you need to actually do your work, or making it a more food and drink friendly place that make sure that students can use the library in any situation that makes them comfortable, and also just having different study spaces, whether individual or group spaces. Those are the kinds of things that students should demand of their library and should require of their library, and I think the plans for the Moffitt renovation really achieve that. I think one of the things that's really surprised me being at UC Berkeley is the lack of academic spaces on campus. And when you're trying to think about a place to study, whether it's in a period like midterms or finals, or whether it's just during the year and you need to get ready for the next test or the next class, there's not a lot of available spaces to go, and even the cafes you go to don't have enough outlets to make sure your laptop stays charged the whole time. So there really is a need for a library, and what a library can achieve that a cafe cannot. And I think that in the plans for the Moffitt Library, there's more individual spaces where I know that there's going to be an outlet to plug my laptop in. And there's also more group spaces because often it's best to study for a final with peers in your class. Or when you're working on a group project, you want to make sure that you have the resources of the library, but right now we can't do that because there's no space for collaboration. There's no space where you can't be silent. So I think that in the plans for the new library, there's really the perfect balance between those individual spaces and those group spaces for different times are changing where I can go online and I can use Google Books to read a book, or people are on their Kindles, but there's still something to say about having a physical library, being able to tap into the librarian's expertise, making sure that if you have a research project and you have questions, they can help you. They can use the resources of the library to make sure that you have everything you need. So I think beyond the spaces and the 24 hours and the food policies and all the amazing benefits that are going to come with this renovation, the greatest thing is just the understanding that for decades to come, or for the next generation of Cal students, we have this very special library, and we're making a very powerful statement that, that books and resources and education still matter.